What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. This time it's going to be more of a what I've been listening to kind of thing, showing some stuff that I have that I haven't been talking much about because I didn't just get it in or something like that. Oh, I forgot one there. Yeah. So this is pretty much just stuff that I listen to mostly on Tuesdays and Thursdays because I have a 45-minute approximately one-way commute to school because I do live kind of in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I'm driving to college. I get about 3 albums in a day on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but this is also including my Wednesday commute to work and me just driving around places outside of it. So I've got, I don't know, a pretty decent stack for 2 days or 3 days. So yeah, watch me fumble a little bit. I'm downloading Reaper, the recording software onto my computer. I just got an interface finally, so my projects will be of mildly better quality production-wise, not necessarily musically, but yeah. First one's badass. I actually met the original second guitar player of this band at a gas station in my local area. He is the original second guitar player of Master. I met him at my I met him in my local gas station that I go to pretty much every day of my life. And he was not on this album. He left the band in 1983, right after they pretty much started, before they put any releases out or anything. Scott Nodis, if you are a Master nerd. But yeah, I was talking to him, and then I grabbed this out of my shelf because he put me in a Master mood for very obvious reasons. Yeah, this is a great song. The best one on here is probably Addicted to the Pistol, which is a disgusting picture in here. I'm not going to show you because I might get flagged for that, and that is not a good decision. But yeah, Master, legendary Chicago death thrash, moved to the Czech Republic later. Master is killer. Next, an album I just picked up. These next two are actually CDs that I haven't even shown on the channel yet, so this is 2 new items that I picked up. But I've literally had this in my car every day since I got it on Sunday. So this is The Cult Is Alive by Darkthrone. I love this album. Darkthrone has never put out a shitter to me. This stupid slipcase that serves zero purpose. The Cult Is Alive. Now, I don't get why people call this era of Darkthrone crust punk like this, the FOAD and stuff like that. I could see where you think that, but the only thing that's crusty about it is it's got little punk influences, because obviously Motorhead, and the harsh high vocals, which are pretty much just black metal wretch. But yeah, The Cult Is Alive. Amazing release. Graveyard Slut, Whiskey Funeral, Shut Up, all just great songs on here. If you guys don't know this and you're just afraid of not Cult Darkthrone, check this out. Don't be a pussy. Great album. Love it. Next, something that I just got, and I looked on the Metal Archives to the recommendeds, and it said Graveland, Nocturnal Mortem, and Summoning, and Bill Spear. So based off that, I pretty much just bought it straight from there. I'm kind of struggling. I forgot what the name of this band is. Oh my god, I can't read it either. It's like Warp Snot or something like that. This is the album Medieval Scream. This is Polish symphonic folk black metal. He later changed his name of the project, and this is his third demo. It's just great stuff. It's just really good stuff. It's raw, obviously demo quality, and I believe it came out in 1998, so it's pretty damn raw. But it's just great medieval themed, kind of Nocturnal Mortem worship. It sounds more like Nocturnal Mortem than Graveland for sure. So if you like Nocturnal Mortem and you don't want any sketch, check this out. I'll try to put a link in the description because I trog and completely forgot the name. But yeah. Next is a Finnish black metal band. I've been like a black thrash kick, and this just kind of hit the spot correctly. But yeah, this is My Soul for His Glory by the Hexen. Finnish black metal legends. Everybody knows Hexen. Amazing album. In that little group like Baptism, Azagol, Horna, Behexen, Sargeist, Goat Moon, Satanic War Master. I don't know if Cosmic Church has anything to do with those guys, but the Finnish scene, that Finnish group, that pretty much just shares members in different positions. But My Soul for His Glory by Behexen. By the way, we're listening to Execration of Cruel Bestiality by Proclamation. Probably my favorite war metal album. Maybe that, or Pseudo-God, or Pseudo-Gods, Deathroom Catechesis. I'm not sure yet. It kind of fluctuates. I get in different moods. I want to hear more Archgoaty. I want to hear more Beherit. I want to hear more Proclamation. It just switches off, because honestly, in such a closed-minded genre, each band has their own stuff that makes it entertaining. Next, one of my favorite bands ever, Black Thrash, Melodic Death Metal, Black Melodic Death, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is Forever Abomination by Skeleton Witch. I worship Skeleton Witch. Chance Garnett's my favorite harsh vocalist of all time. And this is not my favorite album by Skeleton Witch, but nonetheless, it's kick-ass. I mean, Choked Upon Betrayal, Erased and Forgotten, Cleaver of Souls, This Horrifying Force, Reduced to the Failure of Prayer. Reduced to the Failure of Prayer is probably my favorite album, or song on this album. Skeleton Witch just kicks ass. I get why some people don't like them, because they're like mainstream or whatever the hell people hate on them for, but yeah, Skeleton Witch kills it. Next, now I don't know how to pronounce the name of, but it's this album by Horna. Probably my favorite material from Horna. Another band in that Behexen crew. I know the vocalist of Horna now is, I think he's the guitar player in Baptism, live guitar player at least, maybe even a full member now. I don't know if Behexen's or Baptism's still a one-man project, but he's also in Horna, and I believe he's had part in the other bands as well. But yeah, everybody knows this album. This is super raw, and it's also got a bonus track that's exclusive to this press of the CD from my research. But yeah, Horna kills as usual. Next, one of my favorite bands as well. This is Conspiracy by King Diamond. I keep getting the song Sleepless Night stuck in my head. But that's pretty much the reason I brought it in the car, and then I just wound up listening to the whole album, which I usually do when it comes to King Diamond albums. Proclamation I did, but now it's going to be Messiah of Darkness and Impurity by Proclamation. So, yeah, I don't know Proclamation CDs, so I got the TV playing them. But yeah, that's the Conspiracy by King Diamond. Everybody knows King Diamond. Next, some not metal stuff. Also, if you guys are interested in me showing not metal stuff as well as metal, like I do a completely different collection update from the metal stuff for not metal. If you'd like to see that, let me know. I'd love to show it, because I have a full stack of stuff right here that I'd like to show, but I don't want to bore you guys to death with just like rock and country and stuff like that, and occasionally rap. But this is one of my favorite albums of the past couple of years. This is Traveler by Chris Stapleton. He's amazing. One of the best modern country singers for sure. Everybody who like listens to any kind of mainstream music knows how good this is. I mean, the song Fire Away, Tennessee Whiskey, Traveler, Whiskey and You, Nobody to Blame, More of You, When the Stars Come Out. I've literally named almost every song so far. Sometimes I Cry, Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore. I mean, check this out if you like country music. Sean, I don't know if you've listened to him or not, but definitely do so. Seriously, I know how much you like Waylon, so do it. Next, classic album. I just got back from my ex-girlfriend, saw her today, and she had 2 of my Sabbath CDs, and I got them back today. Black Sabbath. Don't fuck with me. This is the greatest metal album of all time. 100% the most important. If you want to argue with me on that, you're an idiot, because it is. Don't need to say anything. Next, I've listened to this on my way home today. It gets dark earlier around here, and I got out of class at about 6:15, and I drive through country roads, woods in the dark, and drove with the windows open, and I had this playing. Les Héros de Nord Epoque by Forteresse. Great Quebec black metal. Look at that art. I love this disc art, like beyond belief. With that, and then the disc art. It doesn't get much better than this when it comes to Quebec black metal. I mean, this band, Grimoire, Frost, stuff like that. It's awesome. Definitely check out Forteresse if you haven't. People have talked about this countless times. So, yeah. Next, another not metal item. This is the band with their greatest hits. The band is just godly folk rock from Canada and the United States. Then they all moved to New York. I'm sure you've heard the song "The Wait" on the radio if you've like ever turned on a radio. Put the song up on Cripple Creek. The night they drove Old Dixie down. When I paint my masterpieces, a Bob Dylan song, Acadia Driftwood, Ophelia, It Makes No Difference. It's great, a great album. If you don't know the band, go check them out if you're not closed-minded. The band. Next, the last not metal one in the stack is dedicated by the Marshall Tucker Band. The Marshall Tucker Band is legendary, Carolina-based southern rock, kind of jammy. Sometimes more, got a lot of jazzy influence part in here. This is after both Cadwell brothers died, so this is written by other guys, and then it's called Dedicated in Memory of Their Fallen Members. Check out Marshall Tucker Band. Next band I'm seeing tomorrow. This is the Anthropocene. Anthropocene. I don't know. Anthropocene Extinction by Cattle Decapitation. Newest Cattle Decap album as of right now. I know they got a new one coming out right now. Seeing them tomorrow with Revocation, Full of Hell, and Artificial Brain. Yeah, this is a great album. I'm sure everybody's heard this at this point because everybody's talked about it in one way or another. I mean, Plagueborn, Manufactured Extinct, Mammals in Babylon, Pacific Grim, Apex Blasphemy. Great album. Clandestine Ways, Crocodile Rot. Great album. Everybody's talked about this. And the last one is an album everybody's talked about as well, but it just came up on my player just because I wanted some great grindy-ish, like grindy vibe feeling death metal from Sweden, and I was listening to some Grave the other night, and I don't have any Grave, so I put this on my car. Nightmare Made Flesh by Bloodbath. Oh my god. Amazing album. Eaten, Cancer of the Soul, Stillborn Savior. Fun fact, I actually tried to name my band Stillborn Savior before we came up with the name Apotheosis, but glad we have the name now. Stillborn Savior is an awesome name. Don't get me wrong, if there's a band called that, badass. But I'm glad we have ours. But yeah, that's Bloodbath. And that's my stack for my listening habits in the past few days. If you guys feel the need to check any of this out, please do so. That's literally the reason I make videos. So yeah, guys, fat stack of falling items. Keep it greasy.